Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Long time no see. As you all know, it's almost Halloween, so I decided it was the perfect timing for me to recommend some spooky books to you. Even though it is literally almost Halloween, it doesn't mean that has to stop you from reading spooky books for the rest of the year. I mean, why not? So that's why I'm doing a recommendations video right now. First series that I'm going to recommend to you is a series that I just finished a few days ago, and it's the Morganfield Vampires. I know it's not really relevant anymore because the series is quite old, but still I think it's a great series. It's about the protagonist Claire, who lives with her friends in this town, and not just a normal town, it's a town ruled by vampires, and it's like this experiment to see whether vampires and humans can live together in peace. And it's so cool because Claire and her friends get on these amazing adventures throughout all of these books, and there's relationship drama, friendship drama, just relationship with other townspeople also. Shh, it's my doggy, don't mind her. And also it's just actually kind of creepy at certain times because some things happen that's just creepy, especially in a way that it's described. The books are short, they don't take long to read. Every book is like an episode of your favorite TV series. Just see it like that. So that's why I'm recommending them to you. I actually have all 15 of them, so here are a few books that I have of them. I'm not going to show you every 15 obviously, that's why I only picked these two. The next books that I'm going to recommend to you are Alice and Red Queen by Christina Henry. Now, the thing about these books is they are a retelling of Alice in Wonderland, but it's not Alice in Wonderland that you think it is. It's creepy, it's twisted and dark horror. It's totally different, and it's inspired of, it's not exactly that it follows like official story. It's more like there's elements of it implemented into the story, making it, I don't know, a very amazing, different kind of story that's twisted and gruesome. I don't know. I really recommend this one to you. I read it last year and I loved it a lot. Another book that I'm going to recommend to you is Asleep by Crystal Wade. It's definitely a thriller. It's a young adult thriller, and it's set in this asylum. This girl has to be admitted to asylum. She doesn't think she has to, in her opinion, but her parents drag her off to bed anyway. And she notices something is up, something is weird by the doctors there, by the patients. Something is definitely off the entire. She keeps having these weird nightmares, and so she wants to really know what's going on. And well, that she does. And I can tell you that the story really grips you and it really hooks you in. It's so amazing because there's twists that are really good in it. I really like the way the story unfolded, definitely. It's nothing that I thought it would be when I picked it up. I mean, the cover looks very creepy, obviously. I thought it would be like more paranormal horror, but it's not. It's really just a YA thriller with some very quirky twists and turns in the story, but I can really recommend it to you. Asleep by Crystal Wade. Another series that isn't specifically spooky but is very goth-like that I'm going to recommend to you is Fallen by Lauren Kate. I remember when I first picked up this book, I was much younger and I really loved it. I had just come out of the Twilight era and this book just set my heart on fire. I loved it so much. God, it's actually the same as Twilight, like the girl meets a boy, something is up with the two because he acts totally weird towards her and she wants to find out why. And it all happens inside this facility where she has to go because she did something. And drama ensues. You know, the kind of young adult crap, but it's not crap. I love it. I can recommend it. It's totally, the entire ambience is also very horror-like, but more like goth and autumnal. It's really good for the season and also for life in general. Go read it if you haven't yet because the books are pretty old. And the last book that I'm going to recommend to you is actually a dark fantasy. I mean, dark, gruesome, bloody fantasy. Well, I mean, why not? It's horror after all. Not really, but you know, it's kind of related. It's spooky anyway. Is Godblind by Anna Stevens. I know this is like her debut dark fantasy, really high fantasy, but I recently read it and I was blown away. Let me tell you, it's a bit out of my comfort zone. I usually always read young adult fantasy, you know, like I just said, girl falls in love with boy, things happen, she's a chosen one, oh no, things like that. I don't hate those genres, I love them. This was a bit out of my comfort zone because it's like all about, it's really high fantasy. You've got these two, they're on the brink of a war, actually the war is already happening, and you get the point of views throughout the story from all sorts of people, which allows you as a reader to really map inside your head who is on which side and who's going to do what. Even like how wars unfold, you know, the tactical side of it, and high fantasy and dark fantasy, bloody fantasy, war. I don't like war, but I like this book, let me tell you. So that's enough reason for you to pick it up as well. Why not? Okay, anyway, those were my Halloween recommendations. Not just Halloween, actually, spooky recommendations. So for the entire year. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon.